Alright. Just give everyone a few minutes to get in here and test the audio. Make sure. There we go. Audio is definitely working. And what's the little notification I have? No count anymore. Go figure. One of those ones, so. So, we are doing flight KRA 822. My own airline code is what I'm using it as. We are, and I'm going to turn off the audio from that. There we go. We are doing LAX to Charlie Yankee Yankee Charlie, which is Los Angeles International to Calgary International. Our alternate is Charlie Yankee Echo Golf, which is Edmonton. We are going to be cruising at flight level 340. It is estimated 2.5 hours airtime. Our block fuel is 27,758 pounds. We have about 100-ish pounds extra on board at the moment. Our factor is 30. We are doing the Costa 2. It says Costa 5 on here, but it's only got Costa 2 in the FMC to with the Echo Hotel Fox transition through the Juliet 5 to Fox Mike Golf, through the Juliet 7 to Romeo Echo Oscar, through the Juliet 153 to Blunt, then direct Antac, and then it says IGVEP 3, and I think it was IGVEP 1. The brief here knows that there's now 2 north-south runways at Calgary. Unfortunately, I only have the stock airport, which is 1. So, that is the plan. So, the flight will be taking us north over Bakersfield, over Visalia, California, over to Reno in Nevada, and then north, well, kind of northeast, close to the Idaho, Oregon border, and then north from there up into Washington State, and then we will be going close to Spokane before going more northeast again, and almost in a direct line to Calgary. So that is the plan. So for that, I will now unpause the simulation and we will get going. I'm going to get started. We will get lights steady. And I have already started the APU. I've already aligned. I've already done all that. So. And it was 340. There we go. And I can't remember. I think it's 600-ish feet. We will get these. Those are currently off. And we will get all the heaters running. There we go. Close that up. Turn that on. You can see already aligned. Boarding is just about complete. We have 10 more to go. This is a passenger only flight. There is no cargo on board this time. And I don't see anything else at the moment up there. So we will go over here, turn the flight directors on. And we will set 340 on the altitude. Come on, stop scrolling past. There we go. And that is done. We will not arm auto throttle yet. We will though do RTO. A couple more passengers to go. Yeah. Yeah, that's good to see. Go. No descent path after Niska. Okay. So, this is already all programmed. And there we go. We will now go over here. FS actions. Doors. Close. Parking brake is on. So we will go ground connections. Remove pitos. And those. And we will bring up GSX. And we will go over here. Yeah, we do want that, so we want a left and no. And we will also do a single engine taxi procedure. So. Let them lock in.
Hello, Captain.
Yeah, that turned on. Seatbelts on. That's good.
Locking gear.
Always double check all the switches. There's a lot of them. And also check for lights. All lights on switches on this panel need to be extinguished for takeoff.
Departure check completed. Bypass pin inserted. Release parking brake commencing push. All engines clear.
We'll start 2.
Start that wheel.
So I usually start with 1. We'll just start 2 this time. And by the way, we are doing a flaps 2 takeoff. Or sorry, flaps 5. 116, 118, 128. And we are good to start too. And 2 is starting up. There we go. Unfortunately, I did something really stupid yesterday. So, it's going to be a little harder for me to control the plane. Oh. Let's arm this.
Parking brake.
There we go. Parking brake is set. We will, for the comfort there. So yesterday what I did was I was doing some laundry and I ended up dropping something on my foot and broke a bone. Oops. Oh well. What can you do?
Unlocking gear.
Wait for them.
Tow truck disconnected. Bypass being removed.
There goes the tow truck. Or more accurately, the push truck.
Left is clear. Right is clear.
Yeah. Turn and walk, buddy. There we go. Such an awkward walk. Alright. Let's get down to the end of 2-5 right. Bravo. And 1, 2, and 5. Alright. Take Bravo down to the end here. Once we start getting close, we will start engine number 1. One thing I don't like about single engine taxi procedure is how much it looks like I'm drunk. I know I'm not. Of course, you don't know that. But, no, I have not been drinking. This is why in a multi-engine aircraft, there's lots of issues with flying on a single engine during a single engine failure. They have to have lots of training. Alright, we are getting close to the end here, so start one. Got it. There we go. Nothing on YouTube. Well, there are some interesting things on YouTube, but it just depends on what you're looking for. And you can go look for a bunch of cat videos and you might find some. Let's get ready for 25 right. And stop at the hold short line. There we go. And parking brake on. Alright, so generators to there. That off. There we go. Shut the APU off. Turn that on. Continuous. Go. Strobe. There we go. Fuel pumps all on. Any lights? Nope, no lights. Recall. We are good. Alright. We are clear for... Almost clear. We have clearance. Okay, something's not set. So we'll check config in a second here. Lined up. Okay, what is that one? Yeah. Doors. Return. Doors. Oh. Try that one. Oh, reversers came out. Alright, so let's go over. We are in 5. Speed brake is armed. Engines are on. We'll go TARA. Yeah. I'm not seeing it. Any reason for that? So I'm just gonna go. Unless it's crying about that. No. There we go.
V1.
V1. Rotate.
V2.
There we go. Gear up. There we go. Autopilot is on. We're going to Docker. And Evacy. Middle marker on the way out. There we go. Oh look, they got one called McGee. We are now just on our departure. Was a decent enough departure. So, other than I'm not entirely sure what was causing the error, but flaps are coming in. And auto brake can go off. Engines can go off. Go. Although I did just remember, I did forget before doing all that, unfortunately. Weather. I want real world. There we go. I did forget to do that. Okay. Add in the weather. And we are turning now past McGee to go to Chart, I think that is. Either Chart or Gart. And we're going to J. Should be at 9,000 for a J. CYYC. And it's GART. Okay. Now I did not look up anything regarding the departure here. I did not look up the approach plates. I didn't bother looking them up. I could if I really wanted, but I chose not to for this. So. About to start the turn towards SJ. Go. Right now it's leveled us off because the departure requires us at 9,000 for a J. Not entirely sure why, but it does. If we hit a J in 3 miles, we will turn towards CYYC and then Thine. Another airport right there. The Los Angeles area is full of airports, so would be a great place to learn how to fly because there's so many airports. There's still a fair departure ahead. And we are climbing again. And there's 10,000. We can go landing lights off and speed has gone up. We've got the hiccups. That rose. Maybe it's supposed to say Oreos. And no, I'm not sponsored by Oreos. Dang it. There we go, towards wine. I said Thine, but it looks like wine. So I guess whiskey. Yeah, whiskey, twine. That looks like Droz, actually, not Oreos. Oreos. Droz, by the look of it. Whew, got the mute button just in time on that one. Had a nice big sneeze. And where there's one, there's usually more for me. Yeah. Alright. Now towards... Where's that D or O? We're about to find out. The Droz or Oros? Oros! Okay. And then to Costa. There we go. Head north-ish now. Should actually be on the departure. Yeah, it kind of is. Go. Just got into a straight line, so I see exactly where we are. Let's go down here. Gart, AJ, CYYC, Costa, Twine, Rose to Costa to Gorman, then Shafter, which is Echo Hotel Fox. And then we are going towards Oakland. Hey, Dylan. I'm not sure if we can stream together. Unfortunately, my job, I work on call, so if something was to happen right now and I had to go, I'd have to stop the stream, so. There's the Gorman. But I definitely do appreciate the offer there, Dylan. I definitely do. Alright. And then towards Oakland. And then Penny. Got an RV on this one. Tioga. What do I do? What I do is I actually drive tow truck. That is my day-to-day job that I have right now, and I do enjoy the job quite a bit. It lets me do things that, well, other people can't do, but it also has a lot of restrictions that, well, you just have to live with. So, and I can get called out at 2 in the morning and I have to go. I've had jobs where I've been going straight for 2 days because that's what the job required. Trust me, they're well-paying jobs on those ones. Because you're talking in the thousands of dollars for one job. And I just about had one last year that was, what was that? Roughly, oh, it's 14 hours to that point, and they were about an hour and a half away, so it'd be about 15 and a half hours one way. So, oh, unarmed the speed brake. There we go. Thank you, boss. The barometer was already standard. I didn't set it for departure. because unfortunately I forgot to load the weather in. And I did it on departure. So. Yeah, the 15.5 hours one way, roughly. We didn't get the job because the guy just didn't have the money, so he had us take it to a local shop instead of taking it home for him. Boss, we are at 29902, which is standard already. There is the top of climb. Go. And looks like we have a nice decent tailwind. Tailwind's always handy. And 13 knots, very helpful. Go. And there's the top of climb bar. That's what this green thing is. Right, back to the flight plan. So we are on our way to Echo Hotel Fox, which is the last of the departure. And then to the Oakland using Juliet 5. So that will be happening in roughly about, well, 23 miles. So. And there we should have, just got a notification of a eBay item that will be ending soon. Okay. So, where is estimated fuel on board? Should be 22.1 when we get there. I think we're going to have a little extra fuel. So. Hey Frog. Yes, it does simulate current airways if you do have the latest air rack. I'm not sure what one I'm running. I know it's way out of date. I don't bother paying for that. I'd rather spend my money on other things at the moment. And yes, this is the PMDG 737, specifically the 600. Outside locked. There we go. Janet. We are just about finishing our departure from LAX. So, I will be shortly speeding up the simulation. So, we are approaching Echo Hotel Fox, and we are above. So, we have a, yeah, the Janet. We are heading to Charlie Yankee Yankee Charlie, which is Calgary International Airport in Alberta, which oddly enough was the job I was mentioning earlier. So that's where I would have headed. I have been to Calgary many times, and it's a decent city. I used to know some people there that are now actually in California. So, Does Janet fly to Canada? No, Janet is the military one. Specifically, it's Area 51, I think it is, off the top of my head. I'm drawing a blank on that. But it was for the military to transfer. That's specifically what Janet was for. It's a nondescript. Yeah, Area 51. Yeah, Groom Lake. That's right. But no, I'm heading to Charlie Yankee Charlie. This is through Airhauler. Well, Airhauler 2. This is a passenger run that I'm doing. So. Watch out for those fast movers. Yep. For sure. Although Bill Engvall had one that I absolutely loved about Death Valley when he was in an F-18. So, ever use FSX? Yes. If you actually look up top, because since I'm running in windowed mode, you'll see FS Passengers. I have it installed, and I have used it. I don't really like it, so it just was what it was. Dylan, if I wanted 1707, I can go pay for it. At the moment, I'm fine running the older stuff because it doesn't cost anything. So, the 737 is a wonderful plane frog. I absolutely enjoy it. Getting the Autoland to work. I didn't even know the 737 had Autoland. And it does. Specifically, what you have to do is, I'll kind of do a bit of a setup on it. You go here on ILS 111.5, so 111.5. So we'll set that up. So what you have to do is set up both radios. So there's radio 1, and we will set up radio 2. There we go. So now both of them are set up for it. And then the next step you have to do is make sure both flight directors are turned on. And then after that, once you've established, so you'll see the diamond down here, that's on the established, and then you want your glide slope to actually fill in and actually start coming down, and at that point you have to hit both autopilots on. So that is in a nutshell how Autoland works. So it is fairly simple once you know it, and I do enjoy it. I've used it a couple times now, and it was nice. PMDG's Jetstream is fantastic. Realistic icing. Where I live, icing is an issue here. So I have not flown that one. I just have the 737, 600, 700, 800, and 900. And I also have the 737, or sorry, 77, 777s, both their base and extended pack. So I do have those. The next one I'm probably going to try and buy is from them is the 747. Don't forget to set the sea level of the runway in the center console. I'm assuming you're talking about this one there, boss? I'm not entirely great with how this all works. I just know that the little procedure I've had is has worked for me thus far. I found that procedure online and it works. So on that one, okay, yeah. So it is that one. All right. Yeah, I'm not entirely sure how to use this yet, but I'll try and look it up and see what about that. So. The A320 and A21. Well, those are good planes. I'd rather Boeing. Sorry, I'd just rather Boeing over Airbus personally. I've learned Boeing systems well enough that I can handle most of them. Yeah. Now, one I haven't found a decent one of yet is the 787, the Dreamliner. I would like to find a decent 787 as well, because the Dreamliner is supposed to be a decent plane to fly. Now, hopefully PMDG will do that, because I do like how they model their planes. They are well modeled. And that's what I absolutely love about the PMDG stuff, is how good they've done. So, Quality Wings is coming out with one soon. Oh, that's good to know. I will look that up. Switching to P3D, yeah, that would hurt. Part of the reason why I haven't really switched any of the stuff yet. So I could go to oh, gear off. You are correct, Frog. Yeah. There we go. 757. Oh, I'd like to see PMDG do a whole lot more than they are for planes. However, I don't know what PMDG their sizes, so we should be at 20.9 on the fuel once we hit Penny. We're going to be above that, so we're going to be good on fuel. So go over here, look up, you said Quality Wings. Oh, come on, type properly. Quality Wings Simulations, probably. Oh, Boeing is the owner of PMDG. Well, that might explain why they're so well modeled then. Actually, the funny thing is, I follow Boeing stock. I haven't bought any. But oh yay! The stocks I do have did go up though, by 6 cents after losing probably somewhere around $2 in the last week. I only have one stock right now that I own, but multiple of it. Boeing is BA, by the way, and they currently are at $208.51 per share out of New York Stock Exchange. So, but they did just go up on Friday of $2.28 per share. So, not bad. And then there's one share I'm following that less than half a cent a share. You stock Boeing? No, I do not work for Airbus. but I do follow the stock market, and I do have a little bit of money in there. Not much, but I do have some. Oh, looks like I am probably heading to work here. Give me a second here, guys. Alright, unfortunately that is a work call. I do have to head out. Specifically what I have is a unlock. Someone locked themselves out at a gas station in the pumps. Oops. I can't say I've never locked my keys in a vehicle before. Because I have. I actually did it 5 times in one night. Yeah, not much fun. But it is what it is. Yeah. I was actually delivering pizza, and yeah, I locked my keys in 5 times. In my defense, I did just get a remote start installed, and the stupid thing about it was it would automatically lock the doors with the engine running, e-brake on, because it was standard. I had to use the e-brake, and the door open and close, and it would automatically lock the door. Thanks. So, yeah. But I'm going to head off, do this unlock. I'm going to estimate about 30 or so minutes is what it'll take. And then I will be back to continue the stream. Frog, like I just said, I'm going to go do the job, finish it, come back. I'm estimating about 30 minutes. It is possible that I get another call. So I will be back sometime once the work's done. And I think it's only going to be one job. It could turn into a big tow. I don't know at the moment. But I will be back hopefully shortly. Again, that is part of the problem of being on call. But at the same time, I do love my job, and flying like this is only a hobby. So I am going to pause the simulator now, and I want to thank you all for watching thus far. I will be back shortly. So we're watching part 1. I will be back shortly. There we go. I will start the stream up, like I said, probably about 30-40 minutes, and I will be back. Frog, I'm having to pause it because I have to go work. I have to make some money to pay my bills, of which I wish there wasn't so many, but that's adult problems. Alright, I will be back shortly.